Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. So we're going to take a little break today from playing with the Tarte stuff because I got a new palette in, and it is the new Violet Voss palette, and it's called Take Flight, and I really like this. Look at that packaging. I mean, it is so pretty. And there's the back of it, and it lists the ingredients and stuff right there. So it says it's a 20 color eyeshadow palette. It has a mirror along the length of this, and this is what it looks like. So I really like this. You have a darker side and a lighter side, but if you really look at this, I mean, it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. You have a nice mix of mattes and shimmers. You have a black, and then you have this white, but it's not white. It's what I have in my inner corner right now. So, but I like the black because you can darken these shades if you wanted to. If you really wanted to make these shades really deep and dark. Not my thing, but I know people do it. And I know people like to have a black for that reason. I stuck to this side today, thinking that maybe tomorrow I can do a look with this side over here. That way I can get two videos up in the palette and you get to see how each side performs. But we're gonna play this side today, and I really must say, I don't hear a lot of people talk about Violet Voss. So the first shade I'm gonna go into is Moon Dust, and it's basically like a cream colored shade, and what I'm gonna do is just set my eye with it. I like to set my eyes because I'm not very good at blending, and it just helps me with my blending process, to be honest with you. And then the first shade we're going to go into is Fly High, and I really like this shade. I really think I would like this shade with just like this shade, and then the shade that I put on my outer corner all alone. And I could have done that, but I wanted to, play with a couple of different shades, obviously, so we can get some sort of feel for the palette. I like Violet Voss shadows. Like, I think they perform really well. Like, I don't have an issue with them or anything. Hold on a second, because I do want to get you the price point for this too. Forgot about that. I don't want to... And I got it from Sephora. Okay, so this palette here is $48. Their palettes are there's not really like a set price. I mean, like, because some of their palettes are only $18, and then some are more, obviously. But this is new at like I said, I got it from Sephora. It just hit their website. And I really like this palette. I think it's very summery and spring, but yet I think because that black's in there, you can make it into a fall winter palette even. I wouldn't know because I've never really mixed shadows. Like, I do understand the process of it, but it's not a process I do, you know what I mean? Because I just don't feel like I'm that good at it. Like, I wouldn't be that good at it almost. And that's okay. That's why I like my palettes, because I don't have to sit there and mix shadows to think of colorways. It's already laid out for me. But from an artistic point of view, I know that having a black and a white in a palette can really, you can do about anything with it at that point. But look how pretty this shade is here. It's really, really pretty. I really like this shade. It's like it's like a carnation color almost. Very, I don't know. It is pink. It's a pink. But it's not like a hot pink. don't know, I just really like this shade. And like I said, I think with that other shade, you could do like just a 2-look shade with this and it'd be really pretty. But I was kind of glad, again, to get this palette in because I've been playing with my Tarte palettes and I love my Tarte palettes. Don't get me wrong. I do enjoy them. They're easy to use. It's a no thought process type of use type thing, you know? But at the same time, it's neutral looks you're going to get out of it, you know? You're not going to get much more than that. And that's fine for, you know, an everyday look, but sometimes I like to be a little bit of color. Really, more often than not, I like color. Because it's just fun, you know? Like, for me, if I'm going to sit here and do my makeup, I want to have some fun with it, you know? Alright. I think I got that shade blended on the same as the other eye. And I've really been liking this brush too, which I've said before. And I'm trying to find it, and I thought I did, and I can't. It came in a set with the Sephora brushes, and it's called the tapered crease. And I do understand it because I bought this baby set right here, and I thought it'd be the same, but it's not. This is just a crease brush. And what the difference is that this is not as tapered as this particular one. This one really does come to a point, and this one doesn't. So I was a little bit upset about that because I really thought, because I'd like to get a second of these brushes, you know, because I really like it. But I don't, it's not that, but maybe it'll do. I don't know yet. I gotta really, I haven't played with it yet, so I don't know. I'm working on it. Alright. I think I got it the same now. Alright, then the next shade we're going to do is Take Flight. Now this is much, much brighter of a pink, but in all honesty, they kind of look the same when you put them on the eye. Like that. Now once you build this one up, it does get a little bit darker. But at first glance, they kind of look the same. And I now understand when people say stuff. It's like in the beginning I didn't understand, like, colors look different to me. It's like well, it's a different shade, of course you need it, you know? But not really. Because once it's on the eye, that's a whole other ballgame. Like, it could be the same almost. But I do like that it is a little bit darker, like I said, than the previous shade. So they go well hand in hand in a sense. And I'm barely dipping in. Trying to get both eyes the same. Which is pretty much impossible for me because both eyes are not the same. Fun times. And then of course when we're playing with color, myself, that is, I go very slow and very step by step, you know. But I just think this palette's really, it's pretty. It's like a rainbow palette almost, but I kind of think in a good way. because it does look like a butterfly at the same time, you know. And I do like the way they have it set up to make it kind of look like a butterfly, with the two shades in the middle as the body. I really do like it a lot. I didn't get any fallout using this palette either, and I was kind of glad for that because I wasn't really thinking, because I didn't want to spray the shimmer shades, obviously, so you could see them. But at the same time, I didn't want fallout all over my face, so I was kind of glad for that. Okay, we'll stop with that for now. Alright, so then the next shade we're going to go into is Butterfly, and it's like a brown. Actually, it's more like a reddish brown, to be honest. And I'm going to lay it on my lower lash line. I do like the way the makeup look came out today, too. I mean, obviously, this could be almost like an everyday look for me, because these are shades I wear a lot. Pinks and all. But this palette also could make you go outside your comfort zone, in the sense of, like with myself, like this is inside my comfort zone, but that other side would make me go outside of my comfort zone, which is good. And it could, like, you could mix the two even, you know, to make it easier to step outside your comfort zone. Alright. Now that I got that shade on, let's go into these shimmers. So the first shade we're going to put on is called Monarch. And this is the shade that I said I thought would look really pretty with just that first shade. Or even the second, really, it looks well. It looks really pretty with. And again, I didn't wet these, so you could definitely get more of a metallic look if you wet them. But I just wanted to see what they do on their own. And this is a kind of look I like, because you could wear black mascara and make it look a little bit more like boom in your face. Or I could have applied my brown mascara, and it'd almost be more of a subdued look. And then of course if you wear lashes, which I do not, but if you did, well, you could really just, you know, put it out there. One of these days I will understand the way lashes work. I'm determined. Like, that is my mission in life at this point, to be able to apply false lashes somehow, some way, and make it look right. Which is going to be hard in itself, because to make my makeup look right is hard itself, you know? Alright, then for the inner part of it, I'm going to go into Mimic Queen. And I love this color. This color is so pretty. It's like a orange. It's really pretty though. I like this orange. It's almost like an orange gold. but it's orange nonetheless. Look how pretty that is. And I do think these two shimmers go very well together. And they work nicely into each other. Like, I had no problem. It almost looks like a fireball in a sense. Or maybe even a sunset if I added a little bit of blue or purple on the outer corners. Ooh, that would be pretty. Ooh, if I combine the two sides, because there is a blue in here, there's a purple shimmer. That could be pretty. That could be pretty. Okay, so then I went into the shade Winged, and I'm going to pop that in my inner corner. And the thing with this, though, is like, it looks white, but then it's got a shift to it. I don't know how to explain it. It's like a blue green shift, maybe. Like, I don't know if you can see. Well, yeah, you can see it now. Couldn't really see it on this side, but you can now on that one for sure. It's very pretty. There. Now you can on that eye. It's just different. I mean, it's not different. We've seen this before, but it looks white in the pan, and then depending on how the light hits it, it could be different colors. So, that's pretty cool. I don't know what it looks like. My cat got a hold of me. Oh, see, that's pretty. Huh. So I got to use a little bit of these shadows, which was nice. Okay, I'm glad I didn't do that. I almost went into a different shade, but I'm glad I didn't, because it's not quite what I thought. Alright. So let me show you the palette again. So we used this shade here first. The Fly High. Then we went into Take Flight. And then I went into Monarch, and then Mimic Queen, and then for the lower lash line I used the shade Butterfly. Moon Dust is the cream shade that I applied all over so it wouldn't stick or anything. So I used this row and this row, and then that white. So I didn't use these three down here yet. And then tomorrow I think I'm going to use, well, I know I'm going to use this side, and I'll try to get the black in there. Maybe I can align with it. I'm not going to mix because that would just be a mess. Trust me on that one. I know me. I know it would be a mess. So let's go ahead and curl the lashes. I'm using my Refer eyelash curler here. And then for top lashes, I'm going to use my IT Cosmetics Superhero mascara. And I will say this mascara is growing on me. I don't necessarily know what all the hype is with it. Like, it's a good mascara. But, like, it's not my very favorite mascara out of my whole collection. Like it is for a lot of people. Unless it's got something to do with like putting this on and then putting false lashes on makes it look better or something, or they work well together maybe. then I guess I could see why. But if you don't wear lashes, I just don't see what all the fuss is about it, to be honest. Unless, again, I'm using it wrong, which I wouldn't think there's a way to not use a mascara correctly, but there is. Okay. Alright, good enough there. And then bottom lashes, my MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash. For the bottoms. And then we are done. Alright. Like I said, I don't hear very many people talk about Viseart. And I don't know if that's because, like, they don't send out PR. Or, you know, what it is. I don't, or not Viseart, shit. Violet Voss, I mean. Because I really do like their quality. I think it is a good quality, you know, eyeshadow. You know, like the $18 palettes, I love those palettes because they're not that expensive. You get plenty of product. I mean, especially for like someone like me, and especially if it's a color product, like, because how often do I go into like a blue eyeshadow or a purple, you know? Like, I think it's really good quality for that. And I'm not really, like, I've bought their I Love You Cherry Much and I Rushed You palettes, and I like those too. I mean, those range, what were those? 42, and this one's 48. But the prices went up too for stuff, so price of living and stuff like that. So maybe that's the price increase for it. But overall, I just really do like this palette. I think the packaging is just stunning. The mirrors on the other side of this, like I said, I mean, all in all, I just think it's a really good palette. If you're looking for a, you know, a palette like this, of course, I do think you can do an everyday look and go to work and be fine. I think you can spruce it up. I think you can make a colorful look. It's really just all in what you want to do. But it's definitely worth it, and I didn't even know this was coming out. I never heard anything about it. And I never hear anybody really talking about it. So I really wanted to do this palette to just let people know about Violet Voss, because they are a really good brand. That is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all, that way you're notified when I do upload. I upload every day but Sundays, for the most part. Sometimes I put something up on Sunday, but for the most part I don't. And we'll do this the other side then, you know, tomorrow, and then we'll get back to our regular Tarte. I'm almost done Tarte anyway, so then we can pick a different brand to move on to. But I am liking going through these brands and rediscovering them and seeing why they're important, or maybe they're not, you know. But that is all I have for you today. I'll see you on my next one, and until then, stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.